this what we do.
I'm gonna live vicariously through those guys.
Yeah. I'm about to go ahead and
shit, bro. You gotta catch everybody.
Oh shit, yeah.
Let everybody know who you is. You know how shit be, man. Motherfuckers here one day, next day they fucking disappear, man. You wishing you would have got more footage and more pictures and more motherfucking time and more time in the studio with these. It's a wicked street out here, man. And, you know, we just blessed to even be here. Real shit, we blessed. For the people that's still here, for the ones that's dead and gone, for the people that's locked up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta pay homage. We gotta carry their name on, hold them down, bro. Because a lot of times, you know, the bad real shit, man. You know, the city big as a bitch, but it's small as a bitch at the same time. And for the people that have been coming up through the ranks in the music, I like to say I had a part in bringing everybody through that. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to see the young cats make it, bro. A lot of the mistakes I made when I was coming up, I tried to help them not make the same mistakes and guide them in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when your last day is around this motherfucker. I be trying to make an impact. I want them to make an impact. It's all genuine. So when I fuck with somebody, it's from the heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this shit for money. I don't do it for, you know what I'm saying, fame and no shit like that. Music is what I love. You know, I did the street shit. I was in the street heavy trying to fund my music career because wasn't nobody believing in me like I believe in myself. I took my own money. I hung my own posters. I fucking, you know, I passed out my own CDs. I mixed my own shit. I had to learn how to do my own beats just because I wanted to do it that bad. You know what I'm saying? So that means I gotta make a sacrifice for somebody else to be able to do this shit. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do because we supposed to reach back and give back to help each other grow. So by the time, you know what I'm saying, some of these other generations come along, you know what I'm saying, they already be in position to hit the ground right. And that's what this shit about, man. You know, it's just about teaching. It's about teaching. Ain't nothing greater than knowledge, man. Nothing greater than knowledge. Because with the knowledge, you can go anywhere you want to go and be able to make it out of that shit and be able to make some shit come into fruition and blossom. And that's what it's about.
How long you been doing this shit, man? How long you been doing the music?
Shit, bro. I've been doing music professionally. Professionally, probably since 2000. You know what I'm saying? So, this 2015, I'm seasoned vet and shit. You know, I've been up and down and all around. You know what I'm saying? Shitty contracts to making my own contracts. You know what I'm saying? Went from one extreme to the next. You know
so what you like doing better, the production, or you like on the microphone, man?
Man, to be honest, they both go hand in hand. And the advantage that you have when you do your own tracks, you got the advantage of fitting your words into the beats, making sure they got chemistry, making sure they mesh with. So it's like I gotta have one without the other, and I think I gotta have both of them. So, but a lot of people like working with me because I bring concepts to the table. I don't just give you a beat. I'm gonna produce you through the whole thing. I already know what I want it to sound like. I already know what fit on it. I already got a vision for it. You know, when I work with some of these cats like Bullset and Webby and BG, you know what I'm saying, they allow me, you know, to help them come up with some shit. These are some of the South's greatest artists that we've seen. People like Pimp C, you know what I'm saying? That's my idol. So the fact that I got a chance to work with him several times, that was dope within itself. So it's like people trusting you with their sound to make sure they gonna sound good. That's a reflection of what they feel about you, for to trust you with that sound. You know what I'm saying?
You got any producers or artists you want to work with that you ain't worked with yet?
Man, I haven't. I done messed with Currency a bunch of times. We done got in the studio together and ran some hooks and shit like that, but we ain't never did a record. I want to fuck with Crit. I want to fuck with Currency. I want to fuck with probably Wiz. You know what I'm saying? Wiz dope on so many other levels that people don't give him credit for. I think he dope as a bitch.
Yeah, I like him too.
Yeah,
man.
bro, Wiz dope, bro, and I feel like he a little bit underrated sometimes. People like Dom Kennedy. Shout out to Dom Kennedy, shout out to Nipsey Hussle, because they doing the shit I want to be doing. They strictly doing it independently. Right. You know, I take all my bread and put back into my shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was signed to a major label, I wasn't really getting no money. When I really learned the business, I could put a little bit into some shit and make a lot back. You know, and business is all about overhead and profit. Right. So it's like, okay, now that I don't need these majors no more, then maybe I can have a little more leverage on negotiating my own shit. But to honestly say, I am very happy doing this shit strictly by myself. You know, I'm all for the independent game, because at the time we grew up, you know what I'm saying, people like, you know, Young Bleed and CeeLo and motherfucking all the guys on the West Coast, Spice One, and, you know, a lot like that West Coast movement was all independent. The Houston movement was a lot of independence, you know what I'm saying? So like being that we came up in the 90s, all that shit kind of I seen that. I seen that come to life. I seen P go from out the back of the trunk to this No Limit empire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dropping a CD every week with a new artist and going at least gold.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So that make me feel like I could do this shit.
A lot of times they don't get the proper respect that they got coming because they got it from the mud.
Yeah.
They ain't in a major city with major labels around and stuff, people like that. So they really had it harder because they created their own lane.
Shit, yeah, and you gotta think it wasn't no IG and Twitter and Facebook back then. Motherfucker was just word of mouth and hand to hand.
Yeah.
And if you selling all them CDs independently, man, I mean, shit, you was getting rich. You know, and that's all I'm trying to do. To me, man, it ain't about the fame, but it's about the legacy. And in order to secure your legacy, you got to make dope ass music. You got to be jammed. You got to give the people substance, something that they gonna hold on to. Cause you gotta think about Riding Dirty came out in '96. That's almost 20 years ago. You could pop that shit in right now.
Yeah.
Run that bitch from 1 to 12 without skipping a song.
Yeah.
That lasts. So, you know, it's like a lot of rock stars and rock bands and country people that they fucking tour forever. But see, rap is always that microwave motherfucker who hot right now, but you don't hear from him no more after that one song. I'm trying to eat forever. You know, all my favorite groups was never popular mainstream like 8 Ball and MJG, UGK. These people never had no 3 6 Mafia. Finally got a fucking Grammy years and years down the line. But think how much music they put out before that shit even popped like that. I don't give a fuck about the mainstream. If my underground people buy every fucking thing I put up, I got to keep it real with them.
Yeah, you gotta
dig what I'm saying?
Fan base.
Got to keep it real with them, brother. They're gonna stick by you. And at the end of the day, I'd rather be making fucking $9 of this, and instead of being on a major label and making fucking 3 cents of this, or 0.8 cent of this, or a project, and give me all my money, man. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. Give me my money, man.
So what's your latest project you got coming out, man? What you,
man, I just dropped that Mob Like Boss Player, and quality-wise, I had an engineer. He done work with Drake and Kelly Rowland and Jeezy. You know, these are big names that he done mixed for, and for him to, you know, he from Baton Rouge. Shout out to Jacob. For him to jump on my shit and believe in my shit, you know what I'm saying, and not charge me the same amount of money he charged these other cats, that mean a lot to me. Excuse me, that mean he believe in my shit. That mean, you know, and really, man, that mixing and mastering shit, man, get your shit mixed and mastered, brother, the right way, because that shit make your music it made a big difference in the quality, and that shit make your music last. Mob Like Boss Player, one of the best albums I ever dropped. I feel like it's one of the best CDs to come out of my city, period. The bitch rolled from 1 to 12. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some strictly player shit. You know what I'm saying? When I say I've been in these streets, I done did everything to every capacity in the street that you can do. I've been my own goon from day one. I never needed niggas to do X, Y, and Z for me. I know the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? I've been hustling before I was a teenager. So for me to survive is a blessing alone. So Mob Like Boss Player is all on a mature content showing young niggas that, hey man, this is the way to make it. This is the way to last out here.
Put that game out there for me.
You don't fucking get stripes off going to jail 10,000 times. That means you ain't doing something right. Your mind ain't in the right place. If you constantly getting caught, this is not the hustle for you. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, people, they kind of take pride in the wrong shit. It's about really being organized, being smart, you know, risk assessment, not putting yourself in dumb-ass positions. You know what I'm saying? It's about growth. And I'm showing niggas it's cool to be intelligent. That's what Mob Like Boss Player about. It's a movement. It's a whole, you know, it's just a euphoric movement, bro. It's just some shit that's going to the next level, and that's what I'm pushing right now.
You got any features on there?
Man,
producers or somebody?
I didn't want no. I went in the fucking studio with the intentions of not having no features. I didn't want no features for the first time ever. I put a CD out, no features.
Did all the tracks
producers. I did all the tracks. I did all the concepts. I did every fucking. You know what I'm saying? Line for line, bar for bar. It was just me locked in a zone on my own accord. And I felt like I was really able to give the purest effort.
So we can just expect it for it to roll from front to back. You can put that joint in and just ride to it.
You put that bitch in, you gonna ride that bitch 4 or 5 times.
Okay, what were you pushing it at? What outlets? What they can get it at?
It's on all the digital outlets: Google Play, iTunes, Apple Music, Rhapsody, Spotify, Beats by Dre. It ain't a site that you can't find the shit on. They've made it so convenient for people to do this shit themselves now, to the point where like I'm eating off this shit, man. I be trying to give niggas the knowledge just to eat off this shit, man. If you take it serious well enough, you'll be able to eat, man. Solo Mafia is a fucking worldwide company. I started this shit 4 years ago, you know what I'm saying? I told all my homies to let's make some t-shirts, let's build a movement. We already living a lifestyle anyway. And you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times it just take you being able to jump out there on a limb, believing in yourself, you know what I'm saying? Now this shit shipping internationally from, you know, a small town like Baton Rouge, you know what I'm saying? This shit grew. Now I'm shipping to Korea and Germany, Italy, you know, even military people be buying this shit overseas. Like, that's a blessing within itself, you know what I'm saying?
So, where they can, what social sites you on, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? They can follow you.
My Twitter is MOBBGOD, MOBBGOD. Same for my Instagram. You can follow King Salve on Facebook, like the page on there, man. I'm approachable. You know, I'm always trying to help cats if you want to, you know, fuck around, holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? I just be trying to focus on the quality and pass the knowledge down. If I could just do that at the least, I feel like I'm doing my service to other cats coming behind me.
Fucking with you, man. We gonna help you push it, man. Whatever you want on there, we put it on there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Tilted Crown, my dog Sean and Don, been rocking with me since day one. Hit me up on Facebook, MySpace or something like that, man. Fucking with me ever since. We fuck with vibes, man. It's not about who you know, it's not about what you do. If your vibe right, if your spirit right, if you know what I'm saying, if your head in the right place, man, we're gonna embrace that and we're gonna try to build on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything be about the vibe. Cause some niggas out here ready to be snakes, some niggas out here ready to reach back and help other people. You know what I'm saying? To try to be an asset so we can all build each other. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I ain't hard pressed. I'm not starstruck. I'm not hard pressed to fuck with nobody that ain't trying to fuck with me. When I said I don't network, it's just strictly saying that I'm not gonna go out my way to fuck with somebody who really ain't trying to fuck with me. You know, if it's a mutual thing where we come together and be able to build some shit, cool. I'm not gonna go out my way to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, like, it's a lot of fake shit that go on in the game, and I refuse to succumb to that type of shit, man. It's just not me. It's not my character. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being genuine, man. I feel like that's when we go further. That's why little cats like Scotty and Dame and Mr. Rest in Peace Ready, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to reach back and help all them guys, bro. Because I done made the mistakes. I done been through this shit before. If I can help them not make the same shit and I see the star quality and the potential in them, why not help them go fuck? You dig what I'm saying? So, My Life Boss Player out right now, bro. Best shit smoking, bro. I shit you not. Musically, I feel like ain't nobody fucking with me musically. They might have some people that make the club shit and jump around and all that, and that's dope. And that's really cool, and I support that shit. But when it comes to music, real musician type shit, and artistry and creativity, man, nigga ain't fucking with me on that shit, man.